Hi, everyone. My name is Rita Egidio. I am the host of the Influence of Creatrix. And I have another beautiful soul here. And I always ask my beautiful people to present themselves, tell your name, where you are from, and what you do. And we go from there. And welcome.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. My name is Catryn Becker. I currently live outside of Houston, Texas, but I have lived all over the world. This is just where I currently am. And I am a transformation coach. So I help to work on people's mindset and actually reprogramming the thoughts and patterns that are getting them results that they're not satisfied with.
Wow. Everyone needs you, right?
Yes.
Do you feel then, probably because of COVID, everyone found themselves at home, looking to their own belly button and wondering, what the hell? I know some people don't know they create their own reality, and I'm very sorry for them. Or they prefer to believe then the fault is from someone else and not them, and that makes. But did you feel, I don't know how long you are doing this, but did you feel then COVID shift our lives on the sense, not just obvious the pandemic and losing everything or not, or that was what did happen to me, but it shifts our need of looking to ourselves and change.
Yes, absolutely. I think COVID was amazing for many reasons. I know there was a lot of hard things that happened, but I always try to find the silver lining as well. And I think it was an incredible time because it allowed people to really consider what they were doing. We were all in such a habit of, we get up, we go to work, our kids go to school, we come home. We were just in these routines. We were never considering, why am I doing this? Am I happy doing this? Is this what I want to be doing? So it was a great time and period for reflection. And I think a lot more people are talking about mental health as a result of it, which is fantastic because that was not a big topic. It was kind of like this, I know it exists, it's over here, but we don't really focus on that. So I think it was great in that respect. And I actually found my calling because of COVID. I actually started off as an engineer. So
I am curious about your story. Yes, I will tell you in a second, but first, tell me yours.
I love it. Yeah. So I started off in engineering and was environmental engineer because I wanted to, help the planet. I was raised in the 80s with the cartoon Captain Planet and Fern Gully.
Oh, wait, with Gaia, the goddess. Yes, I know. Wait. They are helping. Wait, let me see. They had like a mentor, and then each one of them was the different.
They have the rings. Fire, earth, water, wind, and
water. Yeah. I love it. Oh my God. I have been thinking about them because I live in Mexico, and they are very connected with Mother Earth. So they call it Pachamama or Gaia. And I grew up with that. And some visionary on the 80s. I was born on 21 December 18. So I grew up with that. And if you think about, they're so upfront there because they're talking about the environment and protecting and something.
And they were superheroes.
Yeah, they were superheroes.
They were superheroes for the earth. And I was completely influenced by that. And there was a lot of also at the time of save the whales, save the sea turtles. There was a lot focused on the ocean.
Yeah, the rhinos, the elephants.
All of it. So I definitely really resonated with that as a kid and was like, yes, I'm going to save the planet too. And I'm going to stop pollution from ever happening because then the sea turtles and the whales and dolphins, they don't need to be saved because we're not putting, all this plastic and trash into the ocean, which of course, is still happening today. So there's still a lot of work to be done there. But I wasn't feeling very satisfied because it takes a lot to move that needle. It takes a lot of money, and corporations don't always want to be spending money in places where they're not seeing a return. So it can be really frustrating on both sides. Not everyone's being satisfied. And so I was feeling pretty unsatisfied. And that's when I sought out something different. Like I need to know something different. And I met someone who did this technique that I'm now certified in. It's called the subconscious release technique. And I just tried it because she was my friend. And I was trying to help her out, and I was like, yeah, so I can help like refer business to you, like, just, show me what you do. And I just went into one session just thinking like, oh, let's see what this is all about. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I just absolutely loved it. And it kind of really woke me up to, I love this so much. I don't have to just keep it to myself. I could learn how to do this and share this too. Like, think of the lives that can be changed and the difference we can really make, and actually seeing the difference, which is something that I wasn't really getting on the other side.
Oh my God. Okay, so my story was I was international DJ. In 2017, I remember I was near LA, Pasadena, and I was with my husband then. And I told him, I was a master in NLP, but I never did use it. And I said, I feel I want to be a coach. And he said to me, I remember so well, oh, that is not fun for me. And I was in such a wrong self-love situation. Then I listened to him and I keep like flowing. And, I was doing deals and everyone was coming a documentary and everyone was like me as a DJ. And I had these old bookings and then sponsors paying my house and paying everything. And when COVID did hit, I remember to feel stressed because I was not stressed, and to feel then this is going to bring up what I want to do. So I start teaching digital influence to artists and coaches because I was an artist and a coach. And then I start realizing then I could go deep. And I could teach you how to get followers, how to become a leader in your field, but I could, using tapping, for example, to go deep, using tapping to help you launching another product, helping you getting the money that you want to do. And building the business focus on women. I have still one-to-one male clients, but my business is focused on you. I work to be an amplifier of your gifts. So my people know they have a gift. They know they can be successful. They tried, they are there already. It's not someone who says, I'm figuring out what I'm going to do. That don't work because I cannot amplify. And COVID did give me that. And when I think about, I'm like you, I always find the silver line. And I had a mental breakdown not so long ago, because I moved to Mexico alone. I did not move to Mexico. I came to Mexico and I stayed on Mexico and I never went back. 7 months passed and I'm away from my kids. But I was in a journey then. I said, I need to figure out what the hell I am, because I'm a mother since I'm 19. So my kids are 21 now. And I have a younger daughter, but it's who you are. And so I COVID had that. Yeah. And I'm curious to know, how was the beginning of your business?
It was actually really good, because I was just so excited, and that I was just like energy and just going for it. And I wasn't thinking of it as a business. It was like, I just uncovered this new skill that I've always had that I had no idea I had. And I just want to share it with everybody. And so I had to really work on myself as being comfortable charging for it.
Oh, I was going to say that. You go to, I remember my first tickets were 6 weeks for $500.
Yeah.
And now sounds ridiculous because they had time one-to-one with me. They had the grouping coach. They had all of that. And I was like on the phone, WhatsApp, all that. And I was like, today I work. So how I work, you jump on a work with me and we set up goals, and I will work with you. I have 3 months work and 1 month's work, and I will work with you until you achieve your results.
I love that.
So that is the way then I process today. But on that time, like, I was allowing people to pay $100 a month for that.
Yeah.
And like, want to put people, and it's okay if you can just pay $200, it's okay. And it's not okay, because what I found, Catryn, and tell me if you have the same experience, is the people that you charge more are the more committed one.
Yes.
So how was your journey with
Well, because what I found is, I'm making this claim, I'm going to change your life and I'm going to charge you $100. And it's like,
nope.
That doesn't seem right. That there's no way that can be true. And
not
so
right. It's not right for you. It's not right for them because they will not value your work and they will not get the transformation then you can provide. I charge $1,500 and $3,000 or $5,000 if my team is doing your social media for 3 months, plus me working with you. And today I see the results of my clients and I say, like, I'm not going to charge this for long because I see them. I jump on tapping sessions before their calls and I tap with them and they close calls. And that for me is gold.
Yeah.
But I did need to, I was undercharging and I did need to go in a deep mental transformation. It's like sales calls. I don't know how sales calls are for you in the beginning. For me, it was a nightmare. How was sales?
I was so uncomfortable.
Oh,
so uncomfortable.
And when you arrive to the time of the money, like I was shaking, having anxiety.
Well, today, in my previous job, I would sell, $100,000 packages and I had no qualms about it at all. It didn't affect me whatsoever. But then when I was selling myself, it was like, am I worth this? Like, so it almost had to have that journey because now that I've, had sessions with hundreds and hundreds of people, and I know that they've seen a difference and like it built that confidence in myself. So I know I had to start small because I was building myself.
Yeah,
and it slowly had to work its way up.
It's normal, and you expand. Like I had a break. I was working with everyone, and then I had a break of 4 months. I didn't need to find myself and heal myself. And when I went back for coaches, women, mentors, healers. And I went back to the small first because that 4 months took, I'm in a different country, every little aspect, what influenced me, the house where I live, people that are with me, the conversations that I have, they can change your vibration. So absolutely. I did need to go small to go big again. And it's not big. Look, I see people selling 30,000 for a package. And I see what they do and I start thinking, I can do better than that. Right?
Yeah.
So if they can do it, I can do it.
I also think that there's a lot of people. So, the economy is changing thing. The world's always going to be in flux. Like that's just the nature of where we live. Like there's always going to be something that happens. I mean, COVID was something that affected everyone. At the same time, which is unusual.
That was a beautiful thing.
It was a beautiful thing, but there's so many people being like, oh, with gas prices and inflation, like you can't charge as much anymore. And it's very confusing, especially for someone if they're just starting out, and they're already questioning, like, am I worth charging this? Like, can I do this? And then you're hearing all these negative voices saying, no, you can't. People can't.
Family or friends who don't believe that you can make 10K or 20K or 100K. They don't believe. Or for example, and the tricky thing is, I'm living in a country where with $2,000, $3,000, I live very well.
Yeah.
No issue. So that can shrink as well.
Yeah.
Your need of making more money. I need to expand more because I have goals and I want to help other people. I have a project. Each 4 clients, then I close, I help a woman to learn skills, to be a social media manager, something that can take her from the situation that she's in, whatever situation it is. So women with money do more things. Sorry, we help other women, we go for it. So I'm talking a lot. I want to know.
It's fabulous.
I know to know who is your tribe.
So it's been a journey to even discover that because we all have brains, we all have minds, we've all had a past and history. So it's like, I can help everyone. And then I help no one.
Yes.
So who I found to be my true muse is someone who's already kind of dabbled in in sort of the energy space, because it's really about energy and vibration. The people who I have the biggest breakthroughs with are the ones who have tried everything else. They have done all of these things. They've paid for these courses. They have something that they really want to solve, and nothing has worked for them. And being able to see what has worked and bring it all together and make it into something that works for them, like that's been my favorite client to work with, because they just feel so stuck, but they still have that glimmer of hope. There's still that spark that maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. So they come in and there's doubt, and then because they see the results, it just goes crazy. Oh, what is happening?
I don't know. Activate something. It's energy, my love. It's energy.
It just sparked my computer to start talking.
Oh my God, we are powerful together. Don't forget.
Yes, we are.
Oh my God. So that is your tribe. What is your why? You talked a little bit about your why, but what is
a little bit about it? I think that I've always had God talking to me, and I've never been good at listening to it. So going through COVID really helped me to listen to that and to lean into my intuition, which is no more than God speaking, and being able to listen and to act on it. So my why has always been there. I think I was born with it. And I think we all have that innate gift that we were given, our soul purpose. And our life's mission is to uncover what that soul's purpose is and to live it fully. And to live it fully. So it's really about making a difference. I mean, I know I hear a lot of women being like, oh, well, I want to do this for my kids. And yes, I love my kids and I want to give them a great life and that sort of thing. But I really want to make a difference in other people. I want to see them change and grow and celebrate with them.
Oh my God, celebration. Celebration is so key in the journey. People forget to celebrate. Each time I sell a new, or I don't like to say sell. Each time I bring in a new person on my tribe, I ring a bell.
I love that.
I ring a bell. Wait a second.
Is it right here?
It's right here.
Oh,
I always ring a bell. And everyone around me knows. If I had like my boyfriend or even my cat, they know. And it's a celebration. Sometimes for example, I have a client and she's selling a first program, and she sold already, she never did. She sold already to 4 people. And her goal is to buy a house, a different house. So I told her, the way then you celebrate is you go to the brick, you go to a company, like I don't know, any shop, and you buy a little brick and you have it there because it's the first.
And it's a reminder, yeah.
Celebration is key. Silly dancing, find a way. I found the bell is a very strong one. It's a really touch your heart. Maybe the vibration.
Well, and it reminds me of that Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, I don't know
this one.
No.
It's very old. It's in black and white, but it starts off and the little girl comes home and she goes, Daddy, teacher said every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. And at the time he can't hear that. And then he goes on this journey where this angel comes to him and is showing him how wonderful his life truly is. And then at the end, when he realizes it and he has this breakthrough, the angel's able to go into heaven and get its wings, and the bell on the tree rings. And he's like, oh, he got his wings. Like,
oh, so beautiful.
It helped it. So it gives me chills just thinking about it. I think I'm going to go buy a bell.
I bought this in a cheap shop and I travel with this all over.
I love it.
I'm a minimalist. I don't own a lot of things. I have like all my life is in a backpack, big one, but in a backpack. But this badass is going with me everywhere. And it's amazing how many times I ring the bell. And, people working with me, I see them as my family. And their success is my success. And now, because I narrowed down so well on my women, I was living a lot in my male energy, and now I'm living a lot in my feminine energy. So we are givers. We are there to
Creatrix.
Creatrix, and we are able to do magic, right?
Magic is actually my word for 2022.
How you can just give us a little idea. How do you teach other people to make magic? What is the, do you have like a little thing that you teach, or a little thing that you can share with us without sharing everything?
I think it'd be hard to show in a little piece because, the minimum session I do is 30 minutes. So it takes at least 20 minutes to kind of go through that. But it's listening to people when I'm in a session and really, truly listening to what they say. Because so often we're so busy thinking about what we're going to say next. But when I'm in a session, I am receiving mode. I am receiving all the things that they're saying and hearing what they're not saying. So that's where my magic is, because people will say something and God's Spirit speaks through me and says, oh, they're saying this, but this is what's underneath of it. And being able to come through. And then when we go through and do the clearing and I say that phrase back to them and they're like, how did you know that? I didn't say that to you. And it's like, yeah, because I was really listening to you. And they're like, well, how can you say it if I didn't hear it? And I was like, we say so much that is so much more than just our voice. And it's listening on all the levels. And bringing that magic back. So I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm a witch.
No, but I get you, because when I'm in a tapping session, I'm quite new on tapping, and I have a lot of people asking me to work with them, and I just know I download.
Yes,
I just know that, and I go with my love and my heart. And I'm there, and I'm holding their hands, even virtual. I'm holding their hands, even if in tapping you need your hands. But I'm holding their hands, and I'm feeling, and tapping goes from all the negative beliefs to the positive ones, and you try to shift them. And it's such a deep work. I remember I had a session of tapping with a client, the one who closed 4 clients now, and she had one of my favorite subjects is money. And she had a lot of blocks with money, and we work on that. And looking back to the session, because I recorded, I was looking back to the session, and I had a moment, and I felt so proud of myself, kind of in a selfish way, because this is her moment. So proud of myself to go from breakdown and mental meltdown and all the anxiety and panic attacks that I had, and just look and see how it's possible to change your reality.
Yeah.
So can you share a story of a client that inspire you?
Yeah, I had a really powerful one yesterday, actually. So I offer free sessions because no one knows about it, right? It's a brand new thing. Like, they have to experience it. So I offer that. That is my gift. And I feel like even if they don't end up working with me or buying one of my products or something, I have changed their life in this moment. And I love it. So I had a man, and he lives in England. He was British. And I usually don't work a ton with men because men tend to be a little bit slower to open up than women. I mean, sometimes I get on a call with a woman that I've never met, and programs are just pouring out of their mouth. I can't write fast enough. There's so many things. And this beautiful man comes on, and he is completely open and honest and raw, and it's just flowing. And he talked about not feeling a certain way, that he wasn't feeling this way that he wanted to feel. And the download that I was getting is, we need to clear the program. I want to feel this way, because he wasn't blocking it. He was blocking himself from wanting it. So we clear that, and immediately this new program just comes into my head that being that way is dangerous. And it was super duper strong and powerful. And I mentioned that to him. I was like, do you feel this way? And he was like, yeah. And we had this like past life moment where he was like, I think this is something that happened to me before. And it was just this massive thing. And I would like, we did the clearing. I didn't even close them because I was like, I need to go stand outside and put my bare feet in the grass. I need to be on the earth. Like I need to ground right now because this was so like, oh, but he felt it too. And it's all through Zoom and he's, 6 hours ahead of me, like just the way that the quantum field works to be able to connect from these distances and times and to have that sort of that incredible, powerful moment. I mean, I live for those because it's just, he needed it. And I was so happy to be there and to be that conduit for him.
My God, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, for us to live everything, live the stability, what we are raised to believe, right?
Yeah.
And go and really, I said I had a present for you. I operate on the same way than you. I have a program, then I give a session, then I give you 60 minutes as a roadmap. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions and roadmap. Your next 3 months, how you can grow and my ideas. And it's like, I always call like a popcorn machine of ideas that comes out of my mind. Yeah. If I never go to that calls, thinking I need to close. I always go to the calls and say, what I'm going to learn, what I'm going to get, and I'm going to learn what I'm going to give. It's such a pleasure for me because I was getting numb of doing the same thing. And what I get now with all people, and people work with me, people will never work with me anymore. Just that moment gives me the capacity of listening to you and understanding your words, because the way that we communicate on social media and marketing should be using the words of the people who are struggling with something that we are selling. Yeah. And solutions, we are giving solutions. So I want to know where people can find you. And what offers do you have now at the moment? Absolutely. So I have a website. It's journey to, with the number 2, cloud 9, number 9, because I partnered with another transformational specialist who does a different modality than I do. And I find that they're so collaborative and they get so much good results. So we have a program that we're kicking off starting next week, actually, where it's a 12-week program for total transformation, where we're looking at, I'm focusing on the thoughts and fixing the thoughts. She focuses on the feelings and what the emotions that get trapped in our body. And then together we work on the habits so that we're getting thoughts, feelings, and actions in complete alignment with who they truly are, once we kind of take away all of the stuff that other people have put on them that's not truly them. So it's about uncovering who you actually are, getting everything in alignment, and then living life that way and having a complete jumpstart to your journey to Cloud 9. Nice. Yeah. What is your superpower? I feel like I've got a great ability to connect with people very quickly. And I have to. And I think that's why I can be successful, is because I'm having people I've never, ever met. They're not in my warm market, coming on a Zoom call, which can be cold for some people and hard for them to feel connected. And they need to open up within like 10 minutes so that we can finish our 30-minute call and they can actually get clearing. And so the ability to create that safe space for them quickly, I think is one of my superpowers, because otherwise I can't help them. And so my goal is to help them, and they need to feel safe in order to open up. What is your future? I've got some really big things. I can't quite talk about it just yet, but I've got something that I cannot wait to share with the world. It's a way to completely scale what I do in a way that can reach hundreds of thousands of people. Congratulations for that, my love. I hope I can announce it soon, like in the next 3 months. Amazing. We are friends on Facebook. I think so. Yes. Okay, because I want you to send me your links through Facebook so I can post on the description. My team can send and put everything perfect. Thank you so much for this. Thank you. It was so nice to meet you. I found myself talking a lot, And I hate when I do that, but then normally I do when I have amazing click with someone. And I found myself talking a lot about myself, but we know a lot about you as well. And any person who wants more, who are ready for more, can run to you, right?
I hope
So congratulations on that. You are doing a beautiful work. I'm going to say bye to all of my people on YouTube. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for following, for subscribing, for commenting, and we see each other on the next.